Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Risk of Rain. I'm Nye, and we are going to do something. I don't know. What do I want to play as? I don't really feel like going after an achievement here. Let's, let's go with the Mercenary. Wait, hold on. Whoops. I forgot to set it on difficulty. We're gonna go with Monsoon. As I've been told by a lot of people, the only difficulty that matters. Should be fun. I have not done a Merc run solo in a long time. Barring a run I did prior to the last episode, which I did for just a few moments, and that was about it. So we're gonna go exploring. Let's see, where is, gold-plated bomb, interesting. Not gonna use it, but, you know, interesting enough. Let's pop that open. Barbed wire really early on is actually really nice. I can definitely live with that. Especially with how up close and personal I'm probably going to end up being. Having barbed wire really early is going to help. Barbed wire, of course, doing damage up close and personally to anyone directly next to me. Which is nice. Okay, teleport's been activated. Wandering Vagrant being the enemy in question. Looks like we're going to have a pretty easy time with the Vagrant for a while. Just kind of sitting there, letting me attack. I kind of figured that wouldn't last. That Lemurian's going to cause problems. Until it dies a very painful death. Wow. That actually hurt. It actually hit me. Oh, that's pretty hot. Okay. ATG Missile Mark 1. It's pretty awesome. I have a 10% chance of firing off a missile that does some percentage chance of my base damage. And of course, getting our glasses is awesome. If I remember correctly, the glasses say that I get a 10% increase in chance for my crit hits. Nothing more important than that. But what's notable about that is that it's 7% for each additional version, as far as I'm aware. I think that's how it works. Go ahead and drop down and grab this one. Rusty Blade is a bleed effect on hit. Notable for being one of the few items that do not stack. Spike Strips is one of the useless items in the game, or generally considered to be. Notable things about the Spike Strip are that it just, on hit, you have a chance of dropping a Spike Strip that will slow enemy movement. Not attacks, not anything like that. If you're playing in multiplayer, and also, if I remember correctly, actually affects allies. Not exactly what I want. Massive Leech is going to be my use item, at least for the time being. And Massive Leech on use just gives me a passive lifesteal effect. Which is pretty nice. Fire Shield says that when I take a large amount of damage, which I believe is classified as, I believe, like 10% of my health, something like that, in one blow, I detonate and deal a large amount of area effect damage. Snake Eyes. Anytime I fail a random chance thing of some nature, generally regular random shrines, but typically can also be a health shrine of some sort. Failing one of those will allow me to get an additional 5% crit chance, which then stacks for every additional one I fail, up to a maximum of 30. But should I succeed at any point, my crit chance goes away. Now, I didn't really work with my money very well. I should have saved it. Because there is this tier 2 chest over here that I'm not going to be able to open because I don't think there's going to be enough money on the level at this point to allow me to open it, which sucks. But I think there was a tier 1 chest over here, if I remember correctly. And tier 1 chests are not bad. Except for that one, which contains Rusty Blade. I've already previously stated that those do not stack. The Mysterious Vial that I picked up earlier is just a regen item and increases my basic regen, which is pretty nice. Having passive regen is going to be nice. I am spending quite a lot of time on this first level. We already had the difficulty spike at least once. We're at 4 minutes and 33 seconds. The second difficulty spike will occur at 4 minutes, will occur at 6 minutes. So we are already halfway to the next one. So we want to move a little bit quicker than I am now. Though, do keep in mind that, actually, no, I'm moving at a decent speed. Do keep in mind that at a certain point, it's not a problem to, let difficulty peak, because you're going to be scaling at least at a moderate speed as compared to the difficulty. So we're going to see if that happens anytime soon. We're going to see if I survive that long. Currently, let's go pop that open. Currently, we're simply looking for the teleporter. Be around here somewhere. Got that jellyfish to the upper right. Yep, 2 of them. Fantastic. I'm going to keep on running to the left and eventually go on up. Parrots. Let's see. I see a piggy bank up there, which I'm not sure if it's going to be worth the cost. Let's dodge that. Okay, so the teleporter should be up. The sheer amount of jellyfish worries me. Jellyfish can be very, very damaging, especially in large numbers. So I don't really want to be fighting this many at once. Okay. Pop our massive leech there to give me some regen. I might consider picking up that drone. That's a healing drone over there, which gives me just passive health restoration as time moves on. And it's a pretty decent health restoration at that. The problem with popping that is that I'm a very up-close personal person playing as the mercenary, and the healing drone does not exactly have a lot of health. So that's pretty much, it's a temporary thing at best. Not quite sure I want to spend the money on something like that this early in the game. As much as I like drones, I consider them to be one of the better items in the game. Okay, lots of enemies. Energy Cell is quite nice. What that does is every single time we go low in health, our attack speed will increase. Attack speed isn't just for basic attacks. Attack speed also has numerous other effects. The most notable for this character... Ow, that hurt my face. Hold on, we're gonna run. One of the most notable effects of attack speed, especially for the mercenary, is that animations are sped up. Which means, for instance, that my jump spin is sped up, which is kind of nice. Get our health back here. We only have 10 more seconds of enemy spawns to deal with. That should be cakewalk. I'm kind of amazed that we escaped from that low of health, to be completely honest with you. That was scary. Very, very frightening. Perfect. 26 enemies remain. Let's just go ahead and get these guys stunned. Not stun locked, unfortunately, though pretty close to it. Okay, now I can go up in here with Massive Leech. Cause a bunch of trouble. Okay, we're gonna want to go over here. Monster Tooth, Piggy Bank, or Random. I'm gonna go with Random here. I believe I made a good choice. Dead Man's Foot says that when I take a spectacular amount of damage, once again, I believe, defined by 10% damage, we will end up dropping a Poison Mine, which will, I think it also slows enemies, maybe? Okay, we're doing not that bad here, actually. I would prefer getting a few more items. There's other items that I would definitely like to have, but right now, this is definitely playable. Partially in part to that Massive Leech. Having that level of HP regen right now is pretty nice. Difficulty just spiked again. Not a big problem, though. I do want to explore a little bit more of the level. These Sky Meadows are kind of known to be kind of barren when it comes to anything. Chest, specifically. But chest, shops, like, they're all kind of rare here. Bustling Fungus, as if I stand still for 2 seconds, I recover, I believe, 5% of my health for every Bustler that I have. This tier 2 is actually the reason why I want to come down here. Charge Field Generator is amazing. Every single time I get a kill, Charge Field Generator says, here, have a slightly larger field of electricity that deals damage to enemies. Passive damage effects are just generally amazing. If I remember correctly, the lower right did not contain anything, so we're just going to go ahead and go to the left. I guess I will, because I have the money available and I have nothing else to do with it, we're going to go ahead and buy that drone. Charge Field's one of the better items in the game. It's one of those ones that if you see it, you know you're going to have a good time. So we're just going to climb up here. I did spend a little bit more time on this level than I probably should have, just going to explore, but that tier 2 chest with Charge Field Generator was definitely worth the increase in difficulty. I should be able to continue to last here. Let's go get this healing drone. And we just gotta hope it lives. And 3rd level. And we get the Sunken Tombs. I actually don't mind this level, though I know a lot of people do because of the weird level layout. Okay. Okay, that's kind of frightening. And we are immediately going to switch for the Glowing Meteorite. Not a lot of people like the Glowing Meteorite. It's known to be deadly in multiplayer play. It likes to kill you. And you and all of your friends and everybody you've ever known. But I find the Glowing Meteorite to be a fantastic item when used correctly, especially in single player. Simply for the fact that it can deal damage to enemies that you yourself can't. Deals damage all over the screen. It is a fairly large amount of damage. And as long as you keep moving, and the mercenary is good about doing that, that damage will just, I shouldn't be doing this. Letting Accurate out is a bad idea, but I kind of want the cash. Okay. Let's just get out of here. Okay, we're going to go explore down here. I'm going to have to deal with Accurate eventually, but Accurate does drop a spectacular amount of money, which is the reason that I felt activating Accurate is a decent idea. That laser drone's probably going to be good. Okay, there we go. Let's activate that. Take out the Clayman. Excellent. We have a Scavenger. Scavengers are one of the easier bosses that I can be dealing with right now. Gonna pop this. Lots of damage gets dealt to my entire enemy group here. Partially due to... Whoa, that's a lot of damage being done to me. Lots of damage. Need to move. Need to move now. I'm unfortunately not really going to be able to do much here. So just got to keep running and hope that I get some things that assist in my survival. Monster Tooth is one of them. Okay. Sit still for a couple seconds. Or not. Okay, that's understood. I'm not allowed to do that. Gotcha. Should be able to sit here for a second, though. Fireman's Boots are fantastic. Just everywhere I move, every place I move, no matter what, I will be leaving behind a fiery trail, which will deal damage to my enemies. Falling down is no big deal at all, because we just go ahead and respawn back up here. Okay, we're going to reactivate, and that's going to deal a crap ton of damage to everybody in the area. As long as it kills people, I don't care how many people it kills. What we're looking for is lots of passive damage effects. The less damage I have to deal personally to enemies, the better. Because it means I can stay out of damage. This is a lot more damage than I would like to be taking. Primarily due to that missile elite down there. It looks like most of them are going to die. Whoa! from falling off the edge. Okay. Just... No, stop doing that. We're just going to go ahead and heal up real quick. And then we're going to go take out all the enemies to the right. And there is Acrid up there. The Scavenger is healing because he does have a number of mysterious vials available to him. No. Stop that. Stop that. We're going to reactivate. There we go. The glowing meteorite should do a fair amount of damage to everybody. Unfortunately, did not do much to Acrid, which is kind of irritating. But I will live with it. Okay, let's deal damage to Acrid. Or not Acrid, Scavenger. This guy. Okay, Arms Race is amazing. Arms Race upgrades my drones and says that every time they fire, they have a 10% chance of firing a missile and or mortar. It has a cumulative effect to every Arms Race you add. Most items in the game have some sort of cumulative effect. But Arms Race is particularly nice because you not only get the damage of the item in question, the drone, but you also get a chance of increased damage. And that's usually pretty awesome. It seems like Acrid probably despawned, which is unfortunate because that kind of cost me all the money that Acrid could have given me. But it's not a tremendous deal. I kind of want to hit that random shrine. At the same time, I want to check to see if there's any other chests in the area, because other chests are going to be good. There's another random shrine. I'm getting very tempted to hit them. But a chance of a not red chest, but a chance of a tier 2 chest is much better than, even a tier 1 chest is better than a random shrine right now. Hermit Scarf gives me a flat 10% chance of evading enemy attacks. Any enemy attacks. There's no specific ones, it's just, I get that chance. So that's pretty good. We're looking for now. We know that I think right and left are both fairly devoid of chests. At least I know left is. I don't know how much the right we explored. I'm not going to bother with that container. At this point, the difficulty level can continue to rise. I believe that I'm going to be self-sustainable, so I'm not really worried about the difficulty level. I am mildly worried about the next floor, the next level, because there's a distinct chance that it could be the magma barracks with cremators, and that could cause me some trouble. Just gonna have to hope. One thing we really want to see is the cooldown items. Alien's Head and the Wicked Ring. Those on a Merc are just amazing, and we want to see them. Mysterious Vial is fantastic, so Soldier Syringe. So another Mysterious Vial means my passive health regen just continues to go high, and a Soldier Syringe increases my attack speed as well as the animation speed of various attacks. Well, that sucks. I'm pretty happy with the fact that I picked up the laser drone here. I think that's going to be a very good addition to all of that I have now. Okay, so we're just going to keep moving. Difficulty just went to impossible, but I'm not really worried about that. We've made it this far, so we should be able to continue to make it. Hopefully. Okay, and I was able to pick up the healing drone. Magma Barracks, well, hopefully we won't have too much of a problem here. We got a shrine and a roulette shrine, both of which are fantastic. Just gonna ignore those things for now as we explore. Just let our fireman's boots blast these guys for a while as I try to find the teleporter. First place we're going to look is going to be on this far left side here, because it does have a habit of spawning over here. No such luck. I am going to pop our meteorite, which worked exactly as intended. Okay, so we do have lava down below, which makes me inclined to believe that there's not a teleport down there, so instead we're going to check to the left. Not too worried about the enemies as of right now. Maybe in the very near future, but right now they don't worry me. Okay, tier 2 chest up there, which is fantastic, with a Tuffalo, not so good. But no teleporter. Hopefully we'll see one soon, maybe? Leave me alone, birds. There it is. Okay. Button hit. Now I can take out those. And a Toxic Beast is really good. It's something that's not too hard for me to deal with. Especially if I can continue just dodging its attacks, as I have so far. That was a lot of damage to take all of a sudden, so I think I'm just going to start moving. We're going to let the glowing meteorite do a lot of damage to my enemies. While I continue to walk around, hopefully get some items. We have some more increased regeneration here. Okay. We are taking a lot of damage from the little drones, which is really annoying. I hate little drones. Not as much as I hate Cremator, so I need to get off this level with the drones. So that way we don't have to deal with as much of those. Okay. Just trying to give myself a chance to heal up here, and that's working to some extent. Sprouting Egg is also a great way to do that, because what Sprouting Egg says is that the longer, or if I take no damage for about 2 seconds or so, which then is then defined as me being out of combat, I start getting a massively increased health regen, which that's not all that hard to achieve. Like 2 seconds out of combat is not that big of a deal. We are getting a lot of money, which is great. Got another knife. It's not that amazing, not that crucial. This doesn't in fact do anything. Infusion is very fantastic. Infusion is just flat out health increasing. And the fact that we are sitting here on a level with a Toxic Beast available is great, because Toxic Beast likes to spawn little enemies, and Infusion says as long as I kill an enemy, I increase in health. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's great. So we just want to keep working on these enemies, keep getting increased health. That'll continue to make it easier and easier for me to move on. Every time she spawns a new set of enemies, we'll just kill them and move on to the next set. I do want to get past her, though, so that way we can get to some more of the interesting stuff. Okay. Kind of ignoring these enemies right now in favor of just moving on. But we want to make sure some of them are dead, so that way I have an easier way of walking through the level. I don't want to have to deal with them. A little bit of damage to the mother of many. It's fine. I'm just going to move over here. She can do her stuff. That's absolutely fine by me. I'm just going to keep moving. We're going to continue exploring. There are a couple of more Tier 2 chests that I expect to see. Another infusion, which means even more health. Health is good. So our enemies have a lot of it. I'm going to ignore down there for the time being and instead focus up here and see if I can get something good off of this. Not what I was going for. Was hoping to hit it on the next one because I thought I saw a flash of green. But that's cool. That's terrible. Meat nugget. So the item I'm not going to pick up is the deployable minefield. The effects of which just do exactly as they say. They drop a minefield. It's not amazing. Not amazingly good effect. Meat Nugget says that anytime I deal damage to an enemy, the enemy will drop meat nuggets, which I can then use to regenerate my health a little bit. It's not a huge effect, but it also doesn't need to be. I was hoping I'd find something down here. You know, other than enemies. Some, like, I don't know, something. Apparently that's not likely to happen. Oh, we're finishing up. Oh, good. There's another shrine over here. Is there anything to the far left? No? Crowbar increases the amount of damage I deal to enemies that have a lot of health. And Lost Doll is something I might pick up later when I have a lot of health. It takes 5% of my health and then deals 500% of my health in damage to a random target on screen. I don't know if it has any preference about who it hits. Okay. Well, not my favorite item to pick up right now, but there's another Lost Doll. Filial Imprinting gives me a little dude who will chase me around, and he will occasionally drop buffs. Yellow buffs increase my movement speed, blue buffs increase my attack speed, and green buffs increase my health regen. Problem is that he drops it behind me, so I do have to turn around to go pick them up. It's not an incredible problem, but it's there. Now we're on the Temple of the Elders, and this map can be an extremely good map or an extremely bad map, and it all depends on how you use it. One of the biggest things about this map is the one map where you get percentage of health shrines. And those are really powerful, because those shrines will take a percentage of your health, 50% for example, as opposed to taking just a flat number like other health shrines do. But the big deal about them is if they pay out big. You get 2 items instead of 1. Definitely something we want. Now you'll notice that we have a Blighted Clayman marker across the top of our screen. The Blighted Clayman is a black Clayman. And when I say black, I mean you can't actually see him normally, but when I impact him with some sort of skill that makes him visible, he'll turn up black before going invisible again. He deals a very large amount of damage. I think it's something like 1,000 times his normal damage. So they are very deadly. They are very fast. Typically leave a fire trail. There he is. You'll notice the black coloration. If I can avoid him, I'd like to. Problem is, he is considered to be a boss level mob. And also, the scary bit about him is that he can teleport. Hey look, 2 spike strips, because that is a useful thing for me. Let's continue exploring. Just got another Blighted Clayman. So I want to be careful about those. Safeguard Lantern could be a really useful thing for me right now, because Safeguard Lantern says that, oh crap, that's bad. Bad. Okay, we're not going to hit that yet. I'm just going to keep running away. We're going to hope. The Safeguard Lantern says that it'll drop a lantern nearby me, and enemies will be feared away from me for a short period of time. Which is useful, but not what I'm looking for. Plenty of other items I'd like to have more. There's that same Blighted Clayman, I think. I think this is the same one. Nope, this is a different one. Which is frightening, because he's hurting me. And he killed me. Darn, we were having such a good run. But that's fine. It's been a while since I did a Mercenary solo run, and I think I did pretty well. I'll see you guys next time.